everybody, this is Kathy, Crowder's Mountain, North Carolina. I hope you're all doing well. And this is Barn Quilts by Mountain Visions. Now, I'm not showing you how to draw a pattern today, but I wanted to show you something that I'm not sure I have shown you before, but it just crossed my mind that I've not done a video on this, so I want to show you, and it won't take but a minute. You know, when you're painting a barn quilt and you got a lot of area to cover, but it just wouldn't be practical to use a roller. Say like you're doing one of those cross and crowns and you've got a lot of white, but it just would not be practical to use a roller and tape up all of that at one time. And you want to use a brush. So here's what I do. You know how when you're painting with a brush, and sometimes the paint can get really thick, and you're trying your best to put thin coats on there, but the paint can be kind of thick. So what I do is put a little Floetrol in my paint. And some people pronounce that Floetrol, some people say Floetrol, and say that E. I don't know what the right way is. But actually this is an additive. It's a paint conditioner, not a thinner. So it's not going to thin your paint out, but it eliminates brush and roller marks and just makes the paint flow better. It helps it to level out a little bit. Now, when you're painting your barn quilt, unless you're doing a big one, you don't need much of it. Now, I get it by the gallon just because I like keeping it and it'll last forever. But now you got to shake it because Floetrol will get Floetrol boogers. You know, you just be careful. Don't put one of those in your paint. But anyway, what I do, now this is a 5.5 ounce cup, but I've measured out 4 ounces. So the measurement, according to the manufacturer, is 1 tablespoon for every 8 ounces of paint. Well, unless you've got a big barn quilt you're doing, you're not going to use 8 ounces of paint. But I typically will use 4 ounces on a couple of that I'm doing because I like using white. So I have measured out 4 ounces here. So I've got my 4 ounces here. And the measurement is, according to the manufacturer, for every 8 ounces you have 1 tablespoon of Floetrol. So if I've got 4 ounces, I need a 1/2 tablespoon, which is 0.25 ounces. So this little thing is a 1/2 ounce. So I'm just going to pour it halfway full. Look. You don't have to have it exact, but so this is half. So I'm just going to pour it in my paint. And then I'm just going to stir it up real good. And that Floetrol looks, it's a little bit different shade of white than my bright white here, my pure white. But you really can't see it. Sometimes if you're putting a dark, if you like a dark blue and you put this in there, it'll look like it's lightening it up, but it won't lighten. You just keep stirring and it'll go back. It just kind of needs to settle a little bit. And just make sure you get it all. I should have stuck that in there and done this before I started. But you can just see how it flows real pretty. It just flows. And now when you're painting, you're not going to leave any brush marks. And if your paint's even thicker than that, you can add just a tiny bit more. But just keep going until you feel like you've got the consistency that you want. But again, the manufacturer suggests for every 8 ounces of paint, 1 tablespoon. And 4 ounces is a half of a tablespoon, which is a half an ounce. Okay, I hope that helped you. Also, I want to, I'm going to show you how the cross and crowns I'm doing now. I'm going to show you that. This is a cross that I'm doing for someone. Let me let you see it all, because you're going to see it in a video. I'm going to do a tutorial on this one. I've got one on my channel already that's at an angle, but the client wanted this one straight. So, and it's actually painted a little bit different than the other one. But you see all this white? Now that's just the primer, that's Kills 3. So I need to paint it white, like a bright white. So I have a lot of space to cover, but yet I didn't want to use a little roller on here. I want to use my brush. Well, when you're using a brush on that much white, sometimes it can just really get kind of gummy. So stay tuned and join me for another video. Hope you have a good day.